Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to thank you for giving me this opportunity as President of the Economic and Social Council to take part in this debate in the Security Council on Haiti. Mr. President, as has been said on a number of occasions already this morning, Haiti is at a crucial point in its history. Since the coming to power of the new government, some progress has been made. Public security is better guaranteed. Considerable efforts are being made to establish institutions and administration that enhance the rule of law, and the country is moving towards effective governance in order to combat poverty and mobilize the inherent strengths of the country. However, 2008, with its food and fuel crises, its hurricanes and tropical storms, affected the country, which suffered a drop of 15% in its GNP, or $900 million. So in this context, how can we not fear a further destabilization following the resurgence of political violence? The correlations between social and economic development and political stability need no further demonstration. Only the implementation of a reconstruction and development strategy by the Haitian authorities, with the strong support of the donor community, will allow us to make this stability long-lasting. It is therefore vital that the Security Council and the Economic and Social Council should work together to support this country in meeting these challenges. Mr. President, Haiti is on the agenda of the ECOSOC since 10 years now. Its ad hoc advisory group, which was established in 1999 to draft recommendations for the long-term development of Haiti, was reinitiated in November 2004. In its most recent report to ECOSOC in July 2008, the ad hoc advisory group noted the economic, social and political instability in Haiti, and it highlighted the difficulties related to the food and fuel crises which had affected the country. It stressed the importance for social and economic stability to bolster the economy, to create jobs, and to promote rural development, and to provide the most needed categories of the population with food and basic services free of charge. Those recommendations are still valid. It is due to the progress made in these key areas that have been undermined by the natural disasters that took place in 2008, and hence the living conditions of many Haitians have further worsened. The ad hoc advisory group on Haiti proposed 3 groups of recommendations to improve the economic and social situation in Haiti and to enhance the impact of development aid. And we can quote amongst these recommendations, firstly, improved planning of development and better coordination of international assistance. Development donors and partners should adjust their programs to the actual facts on the ground and ensure that their objectives are in line with those of the Haitian authorities, and in this way they will contribute to enhancing national capacities. In this context, it is urgent and necessary that the donor conference that will take place in Washington on the 14th of April next should mobilize the international community for Haiti and contribute to the long-term and medium-term development of the country. Secondly, capacity building for Haitian institutions. The importance of stepping up institutional reforms, in particular in the area of justice and the rule of law, but also in the area of customs and public administration in general, was stressed. Thirdly, an improved use of what the group calls the Haitian and international economic and social development levers. It recommends further use of the private sector to pull Haiti out of poverty by creating jobs in the structured sector. The group also insists on the contribution that the Haitian diaspora could make to the development of their country. This could be done not only through remittances, but also by using their technical skills and knowledge. Donors, for their part, are called upon to contribute to the implementation of the strategy developed within the United Nations system in the short and medium term. Mr. President, the Economic and Social Council will examine in its session in July, within the framework of its ministerial review, the theme implementing the objectives and commitments made at the international level with regard to global public health. And in this context, it's important to recall the fact that access to healthcare in Haiti is very limited. The inadequacies in terms of health care and in general in terms of the basic services is an obstacle to efforts being made to ensure development and growth. Bearing in mind the stabilizing effect of lasting economic and social development, the international community has the obligation to work in cooperation with the Haitian authorities to develop that country and to work with them over the long term. The Economic and Social Council, particularly through its ad hoc advisory group, will visit Haiti in May and will continue to be committed in this process and to assist Haiti. Thank you.